we keep talking about the equality of men and women. I didn't see myself as an equal.
Yeah.
I was looking for a savior.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can speak on my journey as a woman and a wife in marriage and how I've evolved, how I think I've evolved. Because I know that I came in with my understanding of marriage was like deeply rooted in Julia Roberts movies and Sandra Bullock and Meg Ryan and The Little Mermaid and all those Disney princesses, right? Like, where is the prince that's going to save me?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that I had that in me. But once I got married, I could hear this voice of like, save me.
Yeah.
Make me happy. Why aren't you making me happy? And that was causing me a lot of strife. Because that's not what marriage is about. It's not about the other person making you happy.
Yeah.
It's about being equal partners. And I wasn't showing up, right? We keep talking about the equality of men and women. I didn't see myself as an equal.
Yeah.
I was looking for a savior.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just causing a lot of, at least within me, a lot of conflict.
How did it show up in sort of a real practical ways?
I think that when I would try to bring something up, and you can help testify, it would like be like in such distress, like, why aren't the dishes why am I the only one doing the dishes ever all the time? You know, like there was always just such like strife instead of, hey babe, let's talk about some house duties. Can we try to divvy them up? You know, to just show up in a way that's grounded and frank and clear.
Yeah.
Not, I have something to share with you.
You weren't like that.
Well, I mean, I feel like I didn't, like I didn't, I just feel like I didn't have, one, the confidence to speak up and just the tools of like adult communication.
I mean, I have the same thing. And I feel like, again, I'm not married, but it's a big thing I've had to unlearn, which is that, like the person who's your partner is not supposed to save you.
Yes.
Like no one is coming to save you.
Yes.
And actually, when you believe that someone is going to save you, you detach from all of the strength that you actually have inside.
Correct.
And if you're with someone, because I would pick these people who love to save, and I was just as broken for wanting that. And then the more they would do for me and the more they would take over, parts of my life, the more I believed that I couldn't do things myself. And, to your point with every movie, that's the fantasy, right?
Yes.
And I was watching this. I was going to say I was reading this article, but I was watching this TikTok last night. There was this really powerful exchange between these two women where she was saying, fantasy is comfortable. Intuition is uncomfortable. That's how you know the difference. And that like changed my brain chemistry because I think the save me and it is a fantasy and it is so exciting, right? It is like a drug.
Yes.
And it sets up a relationship to fail, though, because you're also probably projecting so many things onto that person that they're not, and that they will never be. And it sets up an unequal dynamic. And that dysfunction is the fantasy of every romantic comedy that we grew up with. So instead of, questioning it just is reinforced in everything that we see. And our friends, the way that they react, oh my God, he got you all these things. Like, it's like the way that I think we understand love is so distorted.
Yes.
And, I was reading this data about couples that are best friends, like a person who's saying, I married my best friend, they're much more likely to actually not divorce and stay married for longer because they have that, a friendship is not save me. A friendship is equal to equal. I mean, some friendships can be also toxic and dysfunctional, but if you're friends first, then you might not fall into these, again, romanticized ideals of, that have been pushed down our throats.